Welcome to Behind the Recipe. I'm your host, Christina Hitchcock. Join me every week as we dive into the joys of cooking, explore kitchen tips and tricks, and share delicious recipes that will inspire your next meal. So whether you're a seasoned cook or just learning your way around the stove, there's something here for everyone. Now, before we jump into today's episode, a quick heads up. Have you checked out my new website, cakemixrecipes.com? If you're into easy recipes that start with a boxed cakes mix or pantry staple, you are going to love it. And it's not just about sweets. I've got savory recipes there too that the whole family will love. So be sure to check it out while you listen. So today's episode is all about cooking on hot summer days. We are in the dog days of summer right now. It is hot, and we're turning to, at my house anyway, we're turning to those no-cook summer meals because let's face it, the last thing I want to do when summer turns up the heat is stand over a stove or even a grill. It's kind of hot. So today we're talking about meals that keep you cool while keeping everybody well fed. And these no-cook meals are really my go-tos when that thermometer climbs and just the thought of using an oven or any type of cooking appliance just feels wrong. So what we're going to talk about, what I like to do is instead of no cook meaning like a snack, these meals are more hearty and satisfying. So they do really satisfy you for that end of the day dinner type meal. Rotisserie chickens come in for the win. You guys know I love my rotisserie chicken, but one of my favorite things to do with it, actually it's one of my husband's favorite thing, is rotisserie chicken wraps. Shred up some of that chicken, add in some store-bought hummus, fresh veggies, and a drizzle of a yogurt sauce, and you've got a great Mediterranean style chicken wrap. So super easy. Or do an Italian antipasto salad. Use canned marinated artichoke hearts, some deli salami, some olives, provolone, cherry tomatoes. It's really a meal, not just a side dish. My next thing that I'd like to do when it gets hot outside is snack boards. And I'm not just talking basic snack boards. I'm talking about ones that can really double as a meal. So this is just a summer dinner magic thing here. So pull out your cutting board. You don't need to have a big fancy thing, just any kind of cutting board that you want to use as your base. Fill it with whatever you've got in your fridge: sliced cheese, hard-boiled eggs, nuts, fruit, deli meats, pickles, I love pickles, and crackers. It's just an easy way to nibble, and it's super easy to do poolside too. You can just set it on the edge and float and swim and grab a snack as you're going by. Now, if you have kids, a fun way to do this is using a muffin tin, and they love it because they can pick things out of each of the individual compartments, and it makes cleanup easier, and then you're not knocking stuff all over the place with little ones. Another one of my favorite no-cook dinner options is what I call a pantry pull and find, right? Going from the pantry and the fridge, pulling things and finding what we have. So open up your pantry and fridge. You probably already have a no-cook dinner waiting for you right there. So if you take canned tuna, or even chicken, and white beans, lemon, and olive oil, you have an instant Tuscan style salad. So super easy. Take that pack of ramen noodles that's sitting in there, cook them off early. Now, I know I said no cook, but you could probably even do this in the microwave, so you're not really heating up too much. And then whip up a quick peanut sauce. I'll share a recipe in the show notes for you that makes it super duper easy. It's just really quick and comes together in no time. And who knows what else you have hiding in the fridge, right? This is when I love to clean out and use up, the old produce that's there that needs to get used up, or any leftovers that I need to morph and repurpose. This is a great way to do that. The next thing I want to talk about is making it all feel put together, right? So like those small touches matter. When you're doing something super simple, a little goes a long way, right? So a drizzle of good olive oil, or maybe a sprinkle of flaky sea salt, or if you have some fresh herbs, like in your herb garden, just cut up some of them and put it on top. It feels fancy, but it's not. It's just elevating everything just that little bit. I like to always have pesto or even a tapenade on hand because they can add flavor in seconds and they require zero cooking. You don't even need to heat them up. Okay, so here's a couple of my favorite no-cook recipes. First, you could do a caprese with a twist, right? Instead, caprese salad, for those of you that don't know, is tomato, mozzarella, and basil. But you can use sliced peaches or strawberries instead of the tomatoes. So good. Balsamic and strawberries is just, and balsamic and peaches, love that combination too. Chicken Caesar wraps. Just use a store-bought dressing, some pre-cooked chicken, crisp romaine, flour tortilla, wrap it all up. Dinner is done. You can do a Greek plate, some hummus and feta and olives, cucumber, and a little bit of pita bread on the side. Light, simple, delicious. Chilled shrimp tacos. If you have pre-cooked shrimp, it's so easy to buy that in the freezer section. Just thaw some and get a zesty cabbage slaw from the deli and soft tortillas. Boom, you got a super easy shrimp taco. And now this may sound a little different for dinner, but there's no reason. It's no different than a typical if you do a breakfast for dinner kind of thing. Make a yogurt parfait, right? It's light, it's refreshing, it's a little sweet, but dinner doesn't have to be conventional all the time. Take Greek yogurt, layer it with some granola and some juicy seasonal fruit, and you've got a perfect, easy parfait. And kids will feel like they're eating dessert for dinner. So that's a win-win all around in my eyes. Some hacks that you can do when prepping for no cook dinner. Do your prep early in the morning before it gets hot. So if you got to cook that ramen, do it like when you get up in the morning, cook it and set it aside because with the ramen noodles with the peanut sauce, it's better if they're cold anyway. So cook that before it gets hot. Double up ingredients for multiple meals, right? If you're planning for the week, figure out where you can double things up and prep them ahead of time so that you can have stuff prepared for a couple of meals at a time. And if you're thinking of using your slow cooker or your instant pot during the hot days, this is a great tip. Put it outside on the patio. It's a game changer. It's not going to heat up your kitchen. It can plug it in outside, let it cook away out there. No harm, no foul. Some kid-friendly no-cook options. Let them make their own wraps or build their own snack board. This could be a lot of fun, right? We're always looking for fun things to do with kids during the summer. This is a great way to really get them involved and start showing them how to pair things together to make their own meals. And these skills will carry through for the rest of their lives. Have them layer their own yogurt parfaits in clear cups. That's a lot of fun, right? You can play with different kinds of yogurts, different fruits, different toppings. If you don't have granola, you can use any type of cereal. I love using bran flakes and things like that in my parfaits. Frozen fruit kebabs are great too. So you can make those ahead of time, keep them in the freezer, and it keeps everybody cool and a little bit hydrated too. On the side, right? We don't just have dinner, we drinks that keep it cool. Use infused waters, cucumber, mint and strawberry, basil, lemon, and thyme. Perfect. They go great. They're great ways to really infuse your water. Make mocktails, right? Summer can be a lot of fun if you use cranberry, maybe a little lime and some soda water. It's super fizzy and super fun. Or you can make a lazy lemonade, just some lemon juice, honey, and cold water. Stir that up, add some fresh herbs if you want to feel a little fancy about it. Super fun. Now, I thought this time in this episode, I haven't done this before, but some of you have been emailing me and DMing me questions, and I thought we could tackle a couple of those in this episode. So one of the questions that was sent to me is, what is my favorite no-cook potluck dish? So you know how we always get invited to those summer parties. A great dish to take is a layered Mediterranean dip. And basically it's just hummus, tzatziki sauce, some chopped veggies, crumble feta, and a bag of pita chips. Super easy, no cook, no fuss, and you don't have to keep it chilled. Another question that was sent to me, do I have any no cook ideas for the beach? Now, I love this one. I just got back from the beach, so I'm all about eating beachside. One of my favorite things to take is a pasta salad that's made with a vinaigrette, not a mayo-based salad, but a vinaigrette-based. So take some of that because that's good at room temperature. And even if it gets a little warm, it's fine. Cold fried chicken is great to take to the beach. And fruit skewers are another one of my favorites. These are easy to take, easy to pack, and the temperature doesn't really play around with them that much. One of the questions that I was recently asked is, what if my family isn't into cold dinners? And if that's the case, right, some people just don't like cold food. Try warming up tortillas in the microwave and warm up the rotisserie chicken, and you can still make a warm chicken taco. It's very low effort. You're not really heating up your kitchen, but it gives the feeling of a cooked meal. So that's all I have for you today on quick cooking cold meals for dinner. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm heading back to the pool so I can enjoy the rest of my dog days of summer. And I want to thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode of Behind the Recipe. I hope you picked up a few tips or recipes to try in your kitchen without ever turning on the oven. And if you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and of course, share it with your friends. And don't forget to check out my new site, cakemixrecipes.com. Until next time, happy cooking, and remember, everything's better when shared in the kitchen.